YouTube. It's been quite a time since I posted my last upload, so today I'm gonna show you one of my newer knives. This is, as you may know, the BladeTech Mouse Lite. Okay, uh, first of all, this is quite a little knife. Uh, to give you a comparison to one of the most famous knife, this is Spyderco Tenacious, and as you can see, the Mouse Lite is really small. It's when you open the knife, it's almost the size of a Tenacious handle only. So when comparing the blades, you can see it's really small. It's kind of size maybe of the Dragonfly. Now the quick specs, the handle is G10 with no liners. It's empty, pure G10, but it's quite thick and it's really tough to squeeze. The handle, the blade is it's AUS 8 steel with almost full flat grind. Say almost. You see the line here. The blade itself, for its size, is pretty thick. As you can compare these two, I would say the BladeTech is thicker than the Tenacious. You can check, yeah, it's thicker. I don't know if you can see it, guys, on the camera. Tad bit thicker than the Tenacious. And when you compare it to size, so this is a hefty blade. With such a short blade and such thickness, you get a pretty sturdy knife. Especially when you look at the pivot screw. Now, I didn't realize this at first, but look how big it is comparing to Tenacious. It's really big. It's even bigger than the pivot screws, for example, on the Crawford Casper folder or on the Manix 2, which are supposed to be hard use folders, but this has even a larger pivot screw. It's really huge. That means the blade play side to side is really none. What I did encounter though is up and down blade play, developed after, you know, kind of a moderate use. And I would say this is exactly the same blade play up and down that can be found on Enduras, Delicas maybe from Spyderco. You know, the classic backlog construction with no improvement does develop some blade play after a while. Now on such a small knife it's not a huge matter because you don't have a long blade to apply huge forces to the pivot area, so it does not bother me at all, and the knife really feels sturdy, really tough knife. My wife carries a Dragonfly. Now that is I would say a tiny little gentleman folder, or you know, for light duty tasks. Now don't get me wrong, but this BladeTech, this Mouse Lite, is kind of a small folder for heavy use. I would say, yes, I would say that because of the blade thickness, because of a really good grip. This is awesome, fits my hand like a glove. It's really great. You can rest, you can get a finger rest on the jimping on the front side or cut like this. Really, the ergonomics is awesome. The BladeTech did right on this, maybe Spyderco, because I'm not sure, but the mouse model was previously manufactured by Spyderco also, so I'm not sure who's the first one who released this on the market. So the construction is pretty same to the Spyderco's. The difference is, I would say, the large pivot screw and the blade thickness of such a small knife. It's awesome. I like this. I like this. You can get a lot of small folder knives used as light duty with poor construction, but this is something different. Yeah, it can handle something. I've carried it maybe a month or two, and it's really good. Now the backlog is pretty tight to press it, because it's it's so small, so it's got some resistance. There is one downside to this knife though, I have discovered, and that's the pocket clip. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's really strong, it's good looking clip, but I don't know, when you're using it, taking out of pocket, it's got a kind of a clacky sound, and it's really stuff. It's not flexible at all. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe the material should be used a different one, because this is a good pocket clip. This one, it's really, yeah, you won't lose it. It will hold in your pocket very tight, but taking it out provides no flexibility almost, and tears your pocket out, so kind of a weird. I'd like BladeTech to change this pocket clip to a better one. Otherwise, I'm fairly happy with this knife, especially for the price. I think it's 40, maybe 50% of the price of a similar sized Spyderco Dragonfly, maybe even lower price, because BladeTech does bundle a keychain flashlight to this. It's really a good small flashlight. I use it. So what to say, the sharpness, slicing ability of the knife is not perfect because of the thick blade, but as you can see, no problems with a paper. Limitation is the short blade, as you can see, because if you try to pull cut, then you kind of run out of the blade. Okay, but sharpness is okay, and from the factory it was very sharp. It's easy to sharpen. The Os 8, I like that steel, keeps a good edge and sharpens well. So overall, I'm really happy with this folder, and it's a good one. I like it. I like good deals. This is a good deal. So if you wish, please feel free to leave comments, questions. I'll be glad to reply. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.